Ironwood Games. This is Andrew, and welcome back to our games in our quick Emblem draft. We're at 1-1. We had some interesting games here in the last video. Hopefully you saw those. If not, you can go back and watch that one. Let's jump into the next game here, and good time to remind you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Like making these videos for you, and we'd love getting a few more subscribers. It really helps us out there. So let's see if we've got our opponent. If you've been watching these, you know we're playing. The emblem is Discover 5 at the end of your turn, basically, and so we're just playing 5 color, 5 drops things. I don't know that it's good. It was just, we took what we had, and we didn't really have like a theme so much as just we started taking cards that seemed good. My opponent goes first. This is the third match in a row where my opponent has gone first. Going first in this format, just getting that extra Discover 5 early seems really good. I am willing to mulligan aggressively if we need to. The fact that we have one land that at best can search for another forest. We only have the 2 forests in here. I don't want to keep this. We don't have any other land cyclers, so we're going to send that away. This seems better. We have 2 lands. We have the swamp cycling. Then we can fetch. We can over the edge something. So I think we keep this. And honestly, we're going to send back the unlucky drop. Just because it's the off color. If we're Promising Vein for black, then we've got... I guess we could have had blue because we have the Swamp Cycler on here. What's done is done. Okay, our Archaeologist. So yeah, see, our opponent just getting a 4/4 on turn 1 can be really strong. So going first in this format seems pretty good, which is why I want to make sure that what we keep in the hand we have definitely does things. So now we drew a swamp, and we have a swamp cycler, so we're definitely going to find something else. We'll just play forest, and let's see what we discover for. Yeah, that one's fine, actually. Coverstone Pilgrim lets us put things back into our deck. Which these shuffle effects actually help with pretty well. Because then we get to put it wherever we want. And Promising Vein. So we're gonna swamp here. The over the edge doesn't do anything. I think we're gonna do that. If we attack, our opponent hits us back for 4, and I don't think that's worth it. We drew Ray of Ruin, which means we do want to get to our lands, but we've got 4 going here. No attacks. End turn. So we're not sure we're going to grab something that blinks. 4/4. We did in this case, but if we didn't, I just don't want to risk it. Yeah, you get to explore. That seems fine. So they're aggressively dumping things in their graveyard. I don't know if they have some recursion or other things. I think we might trade off. I was going to say, if they're willing to, we will definitely trade off. Because then we get to put it back and eventually draw it again anyways. I guess we could have Promising Veined on that. But I want to put down the Acolyte. This trades or eats this, so we might as well hold it back. This eats this, or both of these can double here. So I think we go no attacks again. We just build up this board and trust that our deck is going to get the things that it wants and do what it wants. Our last game we played against a bunch of enchantments, and something like this would have been good, and unfortunately we didn't get it. This game, it looks like our opponent has no artifacts or enchantments, and would have been could be something else that would be better. Actually, Thrashing Brontodon is pretty good as a draw. We like drawing our lower cost things. Yeah, I spent all my mana. I'm probably gonna put the Spike Tail back and then shuffle. But we'll do that at the end of my opponent's turn, I think. A 3/5 doesn't attack well. This has reach now, so no attacks. End turn. Yeah, return artifact from your graveyard to your hand. Depending on what we scry, it could change our whole... thing. I think we're gonna stick with put it on the bottom and search and shuffle. Still, so we'll just keep it there. I don't care. It wasn't like an amazing, oh, this is the thing we need. So I don't think it's worth sitting on through the turn. I will say, I guess that's the bad thing with archaeologists early. Yeah, okay. Pass to attackers. Let's see my opponent. My graveyard. Spike Tail goes on the bottom. We're gonna do that. Well, we have Over the Edge already. We don't really need that. I mean, we don't need any of these. Let's just grab the plains, because that's the only plains we have. Let's resolve that. Let our opponent have... whatever. That's fine. Are you gonna sack something? To make something bigger? Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Pretty good. Oh, good. Drawing Island. It's just what I want. Ray of Ruin on, I think, your Colossal deck. Gets exiled. Yeah, it doesn't matter because we're not gonna play that anyways. Next, what do we have here? This eats this. This eats this. These two trade here. This eats this. I think it's still no attacks. No islands going to the bottom. We're gonna put that in the hand because it's not gonna trigger right now. And so we'll wait until it can trigger. We don't need it on the battlefield. I think blowing up their and exiling their big thing was a good play. Ooh, what does our opponent have? Okay, past blockers. So let's find out. They have some kind of trick that gives all their creatures +1/+1, and we're not looking great. But let's see what we got, because I don't know. What they had that didn't seem great. Unstable Glyph Bridge. Okay, so yeah, that was fine. My Scavenger gets way better. What does this craft into? Yeah, I'm gonna kill that eventually. So let's start with Scavenger. What do I return? I think Promising Vein. And then, do we need to put anything on the bottom? Are any of these worth, like Ray of Ruin is fine, but we don't need it right now. For the Edge is a sorcery. Yeah, I think next, all attack. I think we put the Viper down. Just use all of our mana. We'll get that guy. Cast it for each player. Choose a creature with power 2 or less that player controls and destroy all creatures except creatures chosen this way. Huh. I don't know that that was actually good on with everything they had, but it was fine. Yeah, Veteran's good. Tithing Blade, very good. Let's play Bane. Let's play, well, do we, what do we do? Because I kind of want to, like, Gnawer as a 5/2, and then do we Tithing Blade? Craft with an artifact, which they don't have. Then we can craft that with a creature eventually. I think we do. They want to get rid of their Seeker, then they don't have... That has long-term something. Yeah, I think that's fine. This is fine. Do we just go in for 2 because we can? I think so. Because we don't desperately need anything out of the graveyard. We got our own Veteran. Good, good, good. And yeah, we want to have... So Ray of Ruin is the thing I probably want to return the most, because now Veteran does it. So yeah, you can give your self-trample, but I don't think that's good. Armored Kingfisher. Yeah, Cavern Stomper is fun. Okay, okay. If we draw our Malicious Destruction or whatever that is, it's looking pretty good. We would lose 2 things, but I think we're going to attack with these guys somewhat aggressively because of that. Okay, they can destroy something, and they've got choices here. What are they going to choose? I don't think there's any good choice for them. Oh, Oh, you're gonna have your creature explore? That seems so bad because I just want to kill this guy. Like, that's all I want to do is kill him. So we can Swamp Cycle. That lets us have a draw, so we probably put something back. I mean, yeah, the 7/6... Okay, what do we do? Because we can't do all of those. Do I play out Thrashing Brontodon? Yes, I do. Next, you don't have reach, but I want to be able to... I think I do attack with this. Do I also attack with this? Yeah, I think I do. 2 attackers. We put the counter on you, and then we say next, and we will see what you want to do. Because I think not attacking with the veteran is bad. When you've got the ability to attack with it. Next. Alright. End turn. Let's see what we can get off our Discover. Eaten by piranhas. Do I care about that? No, we're going to put it in the hand. That will be better to hold for another time. Yeah, that seems fine. Gonna get your scry on, or you've got something to return? Yeah, that's fine. Pass to attackers. End of turn. We're gonna put my graveyard. Ray of Ruin back in my library. And we are going to Swamp Cycle. Get our last swamp. And then you can have whatever you've got. Do we have an artifact to get back? We do. Do we want to get it back? This. Exiling Cody Scavenger. He's fine, but he's not going to be great. We've got 3. I don't need to kill that. I don't need to kill that. I don't need to do anything with that. That blinks that. So we go next. No attacks. End turn. Unlucky draw. Yeah, we will. Yeah, we'll just have you do something with your spider. I think the free spell on the 4-drop is fine. We kind of want to keep our creatures here so we have Descend turned on. But I might put the unlucky drop back. Beautiful. My graveyard. Unlucky drop goes back. And resolve. Sure, you can gain 3 life. do you have a creature with reach now? No, so I do get to slowly start hitting you again. This is gonna eventually kill you. Oh, I drew my Ray of Ruin. So beautiful. So we're gonna exile this bad boy. Bye-bye. I don't really want to hit Buried Treasure off of that. Next to combat. I think do those. I don't mind trading this for something here. Again, knowing we do have that. Oh, I'd love to trade it for 3/3. We do have the -2/2. Stupefaction. I think also just goes to hand with Eaten and Piranhas, or Eaten by Piranhas. I don't think we need it. I don't think we need to return anything to the battlefield right now. I think we put Ray back on the bottom, and we'll crack Vein at some point. So I say we end the turn. Yeah, we'll put that on the battlefield. That's a fine one. Yeah, these games, the only unfortunate part is they're pretty grindy, so they will take a while and do that. Yeah, that's great. I would love you to do that, because now I will exile it or destroy it with my Thrashing Brontodon. My graveyard. We want to put the Ray of Ruin back on the bottom. I wish I had more Rays of Ruins. This is one I also would love to get for freezies, but we didn't. Do we have anything we want to return? No, don't. I want to return this at some point if it, with the archaeologists, I think. So I think let's send that guy. We go next. We attack. The thing I want to exile from my opponent's graveyard was... what did I just see? This one. The thing that could potentially clear my board. Yeah, okay. We will take out the 3/3. That's good. Yeah, end turn. Yeah, we'll cast a creature. Creatures are good. Okay. Cavern Stomper, very good. Cavern Stomper probably gets eaten by Piranhas. It might get Song of Stupefaction instead, though. We will see. Eaten by Piranhas lets us just eat it, depending on what happens. Alright, need to put something back in here. What do we have? Calumet Veteran? Probably. My graveyard. We put Veteran back. This also, ultimately, our opponent is going to run out of cards, and that lets us keep cards at the end. Because you're drawing a card, drawing a second card, essentially, each turn. Regardless. Sure, we will play that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We only have one land left. So we'll have to get our shuffle soon. This guy has vigilance and he's so good. So let's go next. Attack. And attack. Yeah, 2 attackers. Let's put the pressure on our opponent. They probably walk right into this Eaten by Piranhas trick. Done. And next. That. End turn? No, I think. Go to my graveyard. Take Eaten by Piranhas back. And we'll Promising Vein. Yeah, Dactyl is fine. At the end of my opponent's turn, get our last island. Yeah, that's fun. Veto Fanatic. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, our opponent's got stuff, but we're gonna eventually kill them with this. What does Veto need to do? Sacrifice? Do you have a way to sacrifice things? Do we want to put one more card on the bottom? Well, we can. We might as well. Question is just, what do we want? I think we'll take that one. And then we will get our last... Oh, we have a mountain. Oh, yeah, we had added that second mountain. I forgot about that. So we do have one more. Ooh. Creator is so good. That's a 4/4 flyer, which fortunately doesn't do anything for us or let us get anywhere. So next, do we attack with Colossal Dactyl? It has Trample. Our opponent has to lose at least something. I think we do. Beautiful. Again, we'll kill the 3/3. End turn. Yeah, there it is. And buried treasure? Yeah, sure. I suppose we could have, like, again, sacked the was gonna... Oh, well. Sequencing with this Discover stuff is kind of hard. Okay, another flyer. Gain some life. Our opponent is still running low on cards. And we get to send stuff back every time. Which pretty soon, I'm not going to block because I don't want a trick here. No blocks. Pretty soon we're just going to stack our deck because we're going to know what's in what order. So we're going to my graveyard. Send back a promising vein. My graveyard. Send back. I think Thrashing Brontodon. My opponent doesn't seem to have too much in the way of artifacts and enchantments that I need to worry about. We're not gonna do that yet, I think. Resolve our have that. Oof. We got a bunch of lands and things that don't hit. So our opponent unfortunately is gonna have about 10 turns because nothing else they have really hits. My graveyard. Sure, we'll put you back. Automatically. Do that because I can get the Discover 5 off of that. My turn. We put the cave. Oh no, we put the cave on the bottom, so now Glimpse the Core does nothing. That is alright though. I don't mind drawing a card that does nothing. I can't attack very effectively. You could Discover, but I don't want to, I think. Soul Coil Viper also lets us bring something back in, but I don't have anything. Like Spike Tail is probably the best thing to bring in. If my opponent is contemplating whether or not they're gonna concede, or can even make it out of this at all. No attacks because I know you have your trick. And I'm just going to continue to stack stuff on the bottom of my library. Sure. And we know, yeah, the bottom, sure. Cast it. And then we'll Discover 3. Eaten by piranhas. Actually, I am going to eat your veto by a piranha. Alright, and now we know a lot of what's down here. Is down to 9 cards. We just have to clear off these flying. my graveyard. Spike Tail, sure. Put that back. My graveyard. I'm grabbing the big guys first. I feel bad because I'm sure my opponent is annoyed that I'm doing all these things and it takes forever to do them. But such is the way that my deck is built. We might play our Archaeologists to get our Scry. Just to get our things. Okay, so our opponent is out of free spells. Ultimately, they're gonna die to all of these random things. Yeah, I think it is worth playing this and getting our Scry, because I don't think we have an artifact that's worth returning. No, Buried Treasure is not worth returning. So we're going to Scry. And we get to choose. We get to hit twice. Well, unfortunately... But we'll take another flyer. Actually, if we put this on the bottom too, we'll hit something. Do we want this? Yeah, let's do that. We'll get that permanent card from my graveyard to my hand. Yeah, this is fine. I don't need to... Excuse me. Let's tap to... Tap, submit. I will put a counter on it, just because we'll eventually be growing that. And then... No attacks. Yeah, yours is a tap ability too. I should keep it up. So we will... End the turn. We get that, yes. We discover the Walk with the Ancestors. Probably return Archaeologists. Unlucky drop. Do I care about any of these? Just take your flyer. Just because we can, even though it does, in theory, stretch out that game. Okay, our opponent decided they weren't gonna ride it out. I think they were gonna lose ultimately, and it was just a matter of how long did they want to ride that. One. Was that our first game in this video? Oh my goodness. That was a very long one. All right, so we're gonna end it there then. Thanks everybody for watching. Like the video, subscribe, and we'll see you all in the next one. Bye.